Good evening, my peoples. What up, bro?
What's up? How y'all doing?
Good, man?
I'm good,
Take
man.
a swig of this Sprite right quick. You know what I'm saying? Manchester United disappointed me. Real Madrid making me sad. It's just, it's been a week.
Yeah, man. Despite Chelsea getting their ass whooped, I was really happy to see United lose. So I'm glad I wasn't the only one. So I'll take it.
You know, it's crazy. Like, you laughing at my pain. I get it. But Barcelona lost too
They did.
in this Champions Cup. You know, in the Champions League. My bad, not Champions Cup. But,
Yeah.
So both our teams are just losing. But you know what? It's all good. April 18th. It comes to a head, right?
It does.
And Premier League, you know what?
To be fair to United, like they're not losing like Chelsea are. So there is a difference. They lost, but they don't say they're losing. Whereas Chelsea's, as much as I don't want to admit, we're losing.
Yeah.
Like it's a hill or a ditch we gotta dig ourselves out of.
But hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Goal Opposite, episode 8. I appreciate the love that y'all showed on the last videos and on social media. Like I said, we're trying to grow this thing. There's two homies kicking it, and we're gonna talk soccer or football for some of you people. I know how y'all are across overseas, and we're gonna talk a little bit NBA action. All right. And then leading up, going up to the World Cup, we'll be talking more World Cup, and we'll be talking more MLS. But right now, we just want to get to, who I think is the two best soccer leagues, which is Premier and La Liga. And then, we're going to get to Champions League, and then, we'll talk about Champions Cup and all that. But first, we'll get on Premier League. We've been talking about it, and we talk about the beginning here at Old Trafford. Leeds United defeats Manchester United 2-1. It was the last match of the Premier weekend. Leeds was attacking early in that game. Often early. They scored in the 4th minute and the 29th minute, which is crazy. So they scored both the goals before half and was just able to keep it up.
Yeah. They pulled Atletico pretty much.
And Okafor, he scored both goals. Congratulations to the young lad. He was boasting and bragging, as he should. Scored 2 goals, And Martinez, he gets red carded for violent conduct. You can't pull people's hair. That's what they say he did. For the, but I'm upset at this game because, I think Leeds is third. I think they're 15th in our league, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure they're 15th, either 14th or 15th.
Yeah, 15.
15th. So I do not like losing to a 15th team. And I know this is soccer; anybody can lose to anybody. I mean, look at Arsenal.
Yeah,
Look who Arsenal been losing to. So I get it that any given match day, anybody can be beat, but I still think as the number 3 team in this league, you should be losing. I'm just sorry. I just don't think you should be losing.
Hey man,
It's just like when we was in high school, we losing to Madison County. You just don't do it. Just don't do it.
I mean,
I know it's different.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but very different. But you get what I'm trying to say.
But yeah, it's I think it's loosened up some in the top, but as tight as it is in the sense of 3 through 6, or at least 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
It's at least put it to where you're giving everybody else options.
Yeah.
When it gets to where you lose or draw.
Yeah, I agree with that. Also, let's talk about Chelsea. They lost to Man City 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
All the goals in the second half. Well, y'all held them off in the first. I was, I think was it you that I think you texted me. You were like, yeah, we held them off at the half, and you're feeling good about that.
Yeah.
And
Floodgates open.
Always does, man. Always does. O'Reilly scored in the 51st minute, and it was all downhill from that for Chelsea.
And you knew if you let one in, City was gonna try to capitalize on continuing that momentum. I you know, I'm not gonna say like proud of Chelsea or anything, but it looked decent as far as how they were playing the first half. And
no red cards either.
yeah,
We gotta give y'all that.
and so but like I said, the dam broke, and it was over after that.
Before we talk about our match, I do want to talk about the winners of the Premier League this week: Liverpool, Crystal Palace, Sunderland, Brighton. So they all won this weekend. And of course, Man City won and Leeds won. And then Arsenal lost to Bournemouth. And Arsenal's not look, and they lost 2-1, and they only got that goal by penalty.
They're struggling. I mean, like even this Champions League result is just showing that either like, I don't know, maybe they're physically, mentally just struggling as far as producing, but something is going on in the sense of like them not getting the results they want, whether it's in Champions League or Premier League. Like they are struggling.
I got a question though. Okay, so Arsenal's up 70, Man City is behind them at 64. So if Man City beat Arsenal, we're talking 3 points, and then we're talking 70 to 67? Yeah, 67. If Man City wins this, right? Do you see Man City? And I know you don't want to see it. I know everybody don't want to see Manchester City win it. I get it.
I honestly, I think I'm in the minority.
You think so?
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of people online or just soccer friends. They
want Manchester City to win it.
Yeah, like they hate Arsenal enough to.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. You talk to a United fan, or I'm the opposite, but I have.
I have seen United fans, and I've seen just Premier League fans in general. They don't like Arsenal,
and I've got.
But I seen some that don't like Man City either, though.
Right, and I'm one of them. But I've got Chelsea buddies that are happy to see that. They were happy to see Chelsea take the loss. So I'm gonna say happy, but they're willing for Chelsea to take the loss to see United lose long term this title race. So I think it just depends on where you stand. Like I said, I'm good with seeing Pep win 7. Like I'm good on that. But some people are willing to do it so London doesn't turn red. So I get both sides. Yeah. But I would rather see Arsenal win it than
Manchester City. But my question to you, being unbiased though, if Manchester City do beat Arsenal, do you see Manchester City winning Premier? Because the way Arsenal is playing and the way Manchester City is playing is one's going up, one's going down. Yeah. And especially with Arsenal have to, they're about to go into the semifinals of the Champions League. And they're about to have their hands filled with Atletico Madrid. So I can definitely see Manchester City taking over in about 2 or 3 weeks if Arsenal's not careful.
Yeah. This is obviously you could say 2 or 3 games back were must wins. Yeah. But this one is for sure a must win.
It's must win. Would you think that Arsenal's favored in this game, or would it be Manchester City?
Oh, definitely City.
Yeah,
but I'm hoping Arsenal can get a win.
Do something.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, draw won't be the worst thing in the world, but you get a win, it allows a little bit of distance for the next few games.
Gotcha. All right.
What do you think?
I got Manchester City winning it, but I can't say that my predictions are good because remember I had Manchester City whooping Real Madrid a couple weeks ago, and we see how that went. You remember when Manchester City was going through their little, you know what I'm saying? They kind of turned it around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. It's just right now for Arsenal, they just doing it at the worst possible time.
Right.
Just worst possible time.
And I mean, all that talent, they're just not producing.
I don't get it.
Producing goals, or they're not even like building up in the sense of like attacking where you're like, okay, they look dangerous.
Yeah, because to me, Sporting is down that level. I'm telling you, they're just to me. I don't think.
Agreed. Especially when you consider week in, week out, and the results they get
Yeah.
during the Premier League. Yeah,
I don't think Sporting's on their level, and Sporting is giving them a run for their money
yeah.
in these games.
And just to say, like, obviously, there's a big difference at the moment between City and Chelsea.
Yeah.
And it took a little bit, but City did expose that difference in quality and play. So
Yeah,
like,
unlike we did with Leeds. You know what? I forgot the young man's name with the hair. You ain't never getting your hair cut.
oh, Frank
You
Gillies?
might well grow some dreads.
Frank Elliott.
Yeah, it ain't happening. It ain't happening, bro. It ain't happening.
Hey, it might.
It ain't happening.
They could next.
Not
season.
this year. I was about to say
Yeah.
not this year. It ain't about to happen.
Hey, for all we know,
But it's
and I
season.
wouldn't want to see it, but maybe by September, the next season Premier League, you might get to cut it.
Man, walking around here looking like, yeah, dog. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Change the rule up. Say if we don't lose in the next 5
Oh
games.
man, the bet.
Don't
It's
say win.
it's
You gotta
already
say
made.
don't say lose. Change the rules up.
It's already been made. Already.
You can change it up.
My man, 2 years in.
Hey man, Gucci Mane snitch. You can change
How
it up.
long he's in?
You can change it up. Rapper snitching now. You can change it up. Rules on fire.
Man, he. I don't know how many. I guess it's over a year for sure. I can't remember if it's 1 or 2, but yeah, you can't mix it up now.
Hey man, never gonna happen.
I-
Never gonna
he'll-
get a haircut.
Like I said, he'll get there. It just might be 2028, 2020.
Ooh, man. I swear. Also, Chelsea versus Manchester United. I ain't gonna ask you got any games. I already know who you picking. You already know who I'm picking. Do you think there's some keys to the game that that's important for Chelsea to, in your words, upset Manchester City? Is there?
You talking about United?
I said Manchester City. My bad.
Yeah, you good.
Manchester United. My bad. Is there some keys to the game that you think?
Honestly, being defensively sound,
Yeah.
I would say that's a start. We've obviously consistently given up too many yellows, too many reds.
Yeah.
So I think just getting a result where you're not on the back end as far as having to be too cautious
Yeah.
because you're already putting yourself off on a bad start.
Yeah.
I would say that, and trying to actually be productive with the possession that you have,
Yeah.
because I feel like they have plenty of moments where they can obviously control the ball really well
Mhm.
against whoever they're playing, but like when you're struggling in the final third, it just looks like you're lost as a team, and there's been plenty of moments of that with Chelsea. So yeah, those would be my 2 things.
Yeah, I think our keys to the game, we have to start early. We have to be aggressive early and not be proactive and not reactive. And I think we can do that. We'll be all right. But because I don't care, it's one of those things. I don't care what the record is for both teams. I don't care what I don't care what record is. I don't care what both teams are going through. And it's kind of crazy that I'm saying it because with this Manchester City and Arsenal, I think it's gonna be the same type of game to where both teams are gonna try to play their best because of who it is, and records and stuff's not gonna matter.
Yeah.
So I think it could be that type of game where Chelsea all of a sudden scoring 3 goals for some reason.
Yeah, we'll see. Sometimes teams turn up offensively, and then sometimes it could be like one of those, I'm not saying park the bus type moments completely, but sometimes it could just be a defensive battle.
Yeah,
where
I agree with that.
you get a couple opportunities, and if you don't make off of it, it's a 0-0 result or a 1-0 result. But
Yeah.
hopefully there'll be plenty of action either way. So we'll see. But
I can't wait, man. It's April 18th. Manchester United versus Chelsea, and I think we will be in Old Trafford. So yes, Trafford.
good day for upset.
It ain't.
Come on, man.
It ain't. It ain't never a good day for upset, man. It ain't never a good day. And before we get off of Premier League, man, Tottenham You see them getting out of regulation. They are 2 points behind West Ham as far as getting out of regulation. Tottenham is the Spurs.
So I'm gonna go yes. I
Well,
know
you
a
see
lot
them
of
getting
people.
out?
Yeah, I'm gonna go yes. I see him getting out. I know a lot of people don't want to see him out. It's almost like Arsenal. Like it's one of those clubs that people love shitting on, and I think like so many people are like gleefully waiting for Tottenham to go down. So I'm going to say I hope they stay up because like it'll just make for interesting football. Like when Everton was going through their regulation battles like a couple years ago, like that made football a lot more interesting to see them if they're going to dig their way out because 1 or 2 of those years was like the final day. So it made for interesting football. So I'm going to hope Tottenham stays up, even though they're a rival. Yeah, I'm going to hope they stay up. What about you?
I don't have a leg in the race either way. Like I'm not rooting against them or with them. But it's crazy. Like this team was just in Champions League and here we are. But I think they'll get out of it. I think they will. Honestly.
We'll see, but that would be crazy playing championship football with $1 billion stadium.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's only been like 2-3 years since that stadium has been out and now about to possibly be relegated. That's crazy.
Yeah. All right, man. La Liga. We're gonna go to the standing. We'll get through this for a little bit. Barcelona is at 79, Real Madrid is at 70, Villarreal is at 61, Atletico Madrid is at 57. So I mean we know this is coming down to a 2-man race pretty much with Barcelona and Real Madrid. It's no secret. Even though like I said, Barcelona, they just lost they lost to Atletico in the race in La Liga. And then, we're talking about Champions League where they lose again. But they beat them. You know what I'm trying to say. But
so they beat Atletico
but they didn't win the aggregate.
Yeah, they beat them in the Liga and then lost in Champions League.
Yeah.
So,
but they beat Real Madrid tied with Girona 1-1. Van Valde scored, and then you got Barcelona defeating Espanyol 4-1. Torres scored 2, Yamal scored 1. And then you got the next games coming to Real Madrid versus Alaves, and then you got Barcelona versus Celta Vigo. Both teams should win these games. Both teams going into these games will be coming off a loss per se. Coming out of Champions League.
Yeah.
Tough losses too. Do you think they get their groove back with these games coming up?
Yes. I will say it would make it interesting if Barca does lose. I don't think they will, but
I do hope they lose.
I feel you. Oh man,
I don't know. We've been tying with people and losing to people. Like people who shouldn't be losing. It probably won't even matter. But go ahead, my bad.
No, you're good. I don't know, man. Like if this is kind of must win for Real as far as if they want to keep any hope of coming back because it's 7 games.
Yeah.
31 games, 38 in total. So yeah. I think that if they concede any more ground, it's over.
Yeah.
That's if Barca don't. So I say definitely must win for Real.
Definitely. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get to the NBA right quick. The Hornets defeated Miami 127-126 in overtime. Mitchell for the Heat had 28 points. Wiggins for the Heat had 27. And for the Hornets, LaMelo Ball had 30 points and Bridges had 28. Now, we're going to get to this foul right quick. I felt like LaMelo Ball, he said after the press conference, he hit his head. He didn't know where he was at, and then he reached his hand out. Miami Heat, you would be surprised what the fans of losing teams would do, and they dig up. So they dug up an old clip of kind of the same thing that happened to Embiid with LaMelo Ball, and he thought it was a play where Embiid like knocks down LaMelo Ball, and he thought he got fouled. He complained to the ref, and he swiped at Joel Embiid's leg. He didn't fall down or anything, but he kind of like did the same thing. He swiped at it, but Joel kind of hopped over it.
Yeah.
Right. And so, and then you have this play with Bam Adebayo where, they're tangled up and he just grabs his leg and it's, he hurt his back, the lower back.
Right.
And he falls. So it's like, you don't need to be reaching your hand out. Why are you reaching your hand out?
Yeah, and I'm not saying that, I'm not gonna say it wasn't deliberate, but it didn't look like there was an accident. I'll put it like that.
Yeah, it just doesn't look like an accident. But other than that, it was a good game. Going to overtime, like I said, LaMelo showed out. Kobe White hit the 3 to send into overtime, and then they barely won. Like I said, one was 127, 126. So that was the number 10 versus number 9. So all that game did was give them a chance. So they'll play the loser of Orlando versus Boston. Orlando versus Philly, which is coming up tonight as we speak. And the winner of Orlando versus Philly will play the number 2 seed, which is the Boston Celtics. And the loser will play Charlotte to be the number 8 seed. So I know people cause people ask me like, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Well, the Hornets was number 10 I think the Hornets was number 10, Miami was number 9. When those two teams play, all you're doing is playing for a chance to play the loser of the number 7 seed and number 8 seed. And then whoever loses, they'll play each other for the number 8 seed. So as of right now, as we talk, Boston doesn't have his team yet because Orlando and Philly is playing tonight. And then the winner of that will play Charlotte, and then they'll be the number 8 seed. They'll play the number 8 seed. Likewise, you have Portland defeating Phoenix 114 to 110. This was a good game. Danny, he scores 41 points. Drew Holiday scores 21 points. Phoenix, Jalen Green scores 35 points, and Devin Booker scores 22 points. Again, that was a dope game. So because Portland won, there was a game between the number 7 seed and the number 8 seed. Portland won, so Portland is the number 7 seed, and they'll be playing San Antonio. And the loser, Phoenix, will play the winner of tonight's game between Golden State and the Clippers.
Gotcha.
So that's how that's gonna go.
That's a crazy reward.
Yeah.
Getting Wemby because you won.
Well, I don't know, like, to me, yeah, that is true. But, hey, man,
It is.
that what happened when you the number 7 MA seed.
It's gonna be a tough road either way.
I think, yeah, exactly.
Like if you get past the Spurs, like I'll credit to you, but it's not like it exactly gets easier from there.
Yeah, I know. But I think Portland get a game or two. Because the way that Portland, they play very physical, and Wemby gets hurt by a piece of paper. So I think Portland get a game or two. I got Spurs in 6 in that series. So,
Okay.
Yeah. But let's just go over the round 1 right quick. We just go rapid fire, even though all the teams. So you have Detroit versus ? Because you still have to wait. So they're playing number 8 seed. I got Orlando beating Philly tonight. So I see Boston playing Orlando, and then I see Philadelphia beating Charlotte. So I got Detroit going against Philly in the first round.
Okay.
And with Detroit going against Philly, I got Detroit by 6. Do you see the same thing, or do you see something different with these scenarios? I'm talking about as far as who Detroit going to play.
Yeah, same thing.
Okay, so you got Detroit playing Philly?
Yeah.
All right. And who you got in that series?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Detroit in 6. I would say 5, but Philly.
I think Philly get 2.
Yeah, Philly
Philly
get 2.
All right. Boston, I got them going against Orlando. I got Boston in 5. Just being real. Yeah, I got Boston in 5. I got Boston. Some people gonna look at me like, really, for real? Yeah, Boston at 5. And it's not just because it's my team. I'm just saying Boston at 5. That's all.
They do look strong, and I'm sure Tatum's wanting to prove himself coming back into the playoffs. So I'm gonna say, but I don't want to put Orlando down. I'm gonna put Boston in. I'm gonna put the Boston in 6.
Okay.
Orlando might shake it up a little bit.
All right. The Knicks versus the Hawks. I actually got this series going 7.
Okay. I'm gonna say Knicks in 6.
All right. And then you got Cleveland versus Toronto. I'm 4-0 Cleveland. Look, like Toronto's good. They're not number 4 for no reason, right? I just, Cleveland.
I just think matchup wise.
Yeah, just matchup wise, I got Cleveland. I got Cleveland winning 4-0.
All right.
That's just me.
I'm gonna go gentleman sweep 4-1.
4-1. Okay, cool. OKC versus blank. So in this scenario, you got Phoenix who will play the winner. So who you got winning this Golden State Clippers game tonight? A part of me want to say the Clippers.
Same. I'll go with Clippers.
Me too.
Because as much as Curry could go off, I see Kawhi has been kind of putting the team on his back.
Yeah, and I think the Clippers got better players than the Warriors, just to be honest.
Gotcha, yeah.
And then Clippers versus Phoenix. Who you got? I got Clippers. I gotta go Clippers.
I don't know. I'm kind of stumped on that one because I could see.
Because the game will be in Phoenix since they're the higher seed.
And Phoenix, with the youth that they got, I could kind of see them having some good moments that could potentially result in them winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Phoenix.
Okay, so you will have OKC versus Phoenix in the first round.
Yeah.
Who you got in that series?
Yeah, I'm gonna go as far as after that. I think it's in. I think it ends there. OKC probably 4-1.
Okay. And I have OKC and the Clippers, where I think it'll be a way better series.
Okay.
And I got OKC winning that 4-2.
Gotcha.
All right. San Antonio versus Portland. I think Portland can get 2.
They could, but I could definitely see Wemby trying to make a point and do gentleman sweep.
4-1?
Portland might get 2, but I'm not that big on Portland. I'm not that big on Portland. I'm gonna go with San Antonio 4-1.
4-1? All right, I got San Antonio 4-2. All right, Denver versus Minnesota. I know you going this Nuggets man right here, but
Minnesota could get 2 for sure.
Yeah, they haven't been playing their best, especially Anthony Edwards. They think he got runner's knee, which I don't know what they did. What is runner's knee? Explain that to me.
I really don't know. I don't know if it's like overuse in the sense of I hadn't really dealt with runner's knee. I've heard of the term, but
yeah, runner's knee. Runner's knee is a pain behind or around the kneecap used by overuse, improper tracking, or muscle imbalance. So with Anthony Edwards not being as mobile as he is, I'm going Denver. I want to say 5, but I'm gonna give Anthony Edwards some. I'm gonna give him some respect.
Yeah. Now, if he's able to keep on, well, that's what I'm saying. I think they can get 2 if he's able to perform well. But if not, obviously he's the biggest part of the squad. So
Yeah.
That's probably 5-1 or sweep if he's not able to perform to his capabilities.
I was gonna say 4-1. I want to say 2, but he hasn't been playing a lot. It's been bothering him, so I'm going 4-1.
Okay.
I think he'll have a game. He'll come in and they'll have I can see the Nuggets going up 2-0, and then they go to Minnesota, and Minnesota is like playing in front of their crowd. You know how the NBA goes.
Yeah.
And they get them one, and then like joking, I'm like, yeah, let's end this.
Get them up out of here.
Yeah, I see that happening.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, so I got Nuggets 4-1.
And I honestly, I don't. Obviously, it's a completely different mindset and way you approach it, but just saying, man, next I was really impressed with that streak they went on before the end of the season.
Like they've been playing their best basketball at the right time.
Yeah, and mind you, in that you beat like Spurs twice, you beat OKC once. Yeah, I mean, you beat some good teams in there to keep that streak going, and some of them were blowouts.
Yeah, and like I said, Joker playing his best ball too.
Yeah,
and Murray. Because I was talking to my cousin. He was like, man, he feel like Murray's just gonna like he's been too consistent. He feel like Murray's just gonna like relapse one of these games. I'm like maybe, but I don't know. Right now he's playing some of his best balls.
Yeah.
So I got Denver 4-1. But like I said, I want to do 4-2, but because I respect Edwards, but with that runner's knee, it didn't bother him. I don't see it. Because he's an explosive player. Like he's one of those people that have to explode, and if he's
limited.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah. I got Nuggets 4-1.
Okay.
All right. And then last but not least, Lakers versus Houston. No Luka, no Austin Reeves. This is 41-year-old LeBron having to lead the team here.
Mm-hmm.
I got Houston at 6. And ain't no way.
Yeah.
I'm now they're talking about Luka over there in Spain getting some kind of crazy surgery over there. I don't know what it is, but they talking about he's hoping he'll be back by game 4. He better hope he's back by game 3. I know, but I think LeBron could give you 1 or 2.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because Houston is not. They're one of the teams that has not been. Like they've been playing better, but they're one of those teams that've been falling apart a bit.
Yeah.
They even blaming my boy Udoka. Like, is he a good coach? Like, I get off my boy. Them play cheat on me alone. I'm still mad about this self-protection.
Yeah.
But
that was a rough exit.
Yeah. Okay, cheat on me alone. He is stupid.
Yeah, that's a.
Anyway, yeah, but I got Houston at 6. I wouldn't be surprised to go 7 games though, because Houston they still got that young core that's inexperienced. They do stupid stuff, and then LeBron got to carry.
It can take its toll.
Yeah, so I can see it going 7. Honestly,
No.
Houston at 7.
All right,
Houston at 7.
Honestly, I'm gonna go Houston at 6.
Houston at 6.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna come back to the video when they go 7.
All right,
I told you. Yeah,
but yeah, like I just think like as much as like LA's down, I think Houston will be able to be able to take advantage of it.
they should.
Yeah.
They should. It's NBA. All right, let's get to some quick Champions League. Atletico Madrid, they won the Algarve 3-2, but Barcelona actually defeated them in the match 2-1.
Yeah.
Bayern Munich, they got the Algarve over Real Madrid 6-4, and they beat Real Madrid 4-3, which was a great game.
Yeah, it was a really
Great game. The first goal in the 35th minute. Munich, they answered back in 5 minutes. That's a great back and forth, but you get that red card.
Yeah.
It just it kills you.
Yeah, I think Kamavinga, if he would have let the ball go and just walked away, it seemed like he would have been good.
Yeah.
The ref wasn't acting like, hey, I'm going to give you a red card just because of that tackle.
Yeah.
But he hung onto the ball, and then he looked surprised, like, bro, like, you've got to be smarter than when you're already on the yellow.
Yeah. Did you, Liverpool over PSG, the Algarve 4-0, and then Liverpool beat PSG 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's crazy about that game?
What's that?
Mo Salah came into the game, and guess and Liverpool looked good. Who would have known that, right?
Right.
Your best player in the game, the helper team.
Who would have thought?
Yeah. They Liverpool just because they couldn't finish, man. But just having him in the game because dude got injured. I forget his name. The one you said supposed to go to the World Cup.
I want to butcher it. Ekitike.
Yeah.
But with him getting injured, that is extremely unlucky because I'm pretty sure he was World Cup bound.
Yeah.
So, with him getting injured, that's just very unlucky.
Yeah.
But yikes. They just couldn't score.
But like they couldn't finish, and I mean they were having you put your best player in earlier.
I mean, I don't think that would have resulted in anything, to be honest.
I think they could have had a better shot, maybe.
I mean, but they were already down. The most you were gonna get was a goal, maybe two, but you weren't gonna stop them from scoring because of just
true.
how
Good.
they're just they're a much
good.
better squad,
Yeah,
and
they're very
also
good.
just the way they're able to pass and spread the ball, create chances. Liverpool was never going to come back, but I mean, you possibly could have had a better result if you played solid from the get-go. I do agree with that. You might have had another goal or two.
Did you hear about Barcelona? Rafinha, that is his name.
Rafinha, yeah.
Yeah, he's facing consequences over Champions League robbery allegations. He after the game he said they got robbed. The officials wasn't calling calls, and they let Atletico Madrid get away with stuff. And so Champions League thinking about banning him for like 3 games. Yeah, I think they said Neymar did something similar, and they banned him back in the day. So
That's rough.
yeah.
I mean, if they do take
I didn't know they. I didn't. Yeah, he faces severe suspension, claiming that the ref robbed Barcelona in the Champions League. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, yeah, they're talking about. They say it could be like up to 3 games.
I mean, they get positive is that their season's over for as far as Champions League, so it'll be all possibly games that they don't need him as much compared to going further into knockout stages. But do you think he has any merit, or do you think there's any merit to what he says?
I don't know about any merit, but there's some. You know what it says? Where there's smoke, there's fire. There's some smoke.
So
like the refs did kind of. They was very. Especially the first game. I think he's talking about more of the first game and not the second game. But a lot don't feel like their red card in the first game was unwarranted, and they feel like the refs were like overdoing it.
What about the one in the second leg?
Nah, I don't think they need a red. So that's why I said I see some smoke, but I don't think the refs are deliberately just screwing them over. I just think, especially the second game, they was desperate. So,
and I need to go back and watch, but I don't know about that offside call that where Barca scored and they called it offside.
Yeah.
So
you know what I'm saying, like stuff like that. And then the first match, Barcelona wasn't happy with the first match either.
Because it's not to say like he's completely wrong, but or completely right. I mean, but there's some things that. Yeah, there's some things that if would have been called or not have been called, like that might have been different result.
Yeah. So he might be facing a 3 game ban.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that.
We will have to keep an eye on that. And then you have Arsenal over Sporting. The aggregate was 1-0. Look at all the aggregate: 3-2, 6-4, 4-0, 1-0. And Arsenal tied with Sporting 0-0. And we're gonna get to these semifinals. PSG versus Bayern Munich. That's the game I want to see. That's
gonna be
that's it.
Really good game.
That's it. That's what I want to see.
It's gonna be a really good game.
Really good game.
But going back to one of like that's hopefully Arsenal can figure out before they play Manchester City. But that's part of what we're talking about. It's like Sporting had chances, but Arsenal did as well, and for whatever reason, they're not attacking well, and the chances that they do have, they're not putting in the back of the net in the sense of like
the kind of
placement.
Yeah, they kind of reminded me of like Real Madrid a couple weeks ago, before Mbappe came back.
Yeah,
that's what they reminded me of. It's just something it's not clicking.
Yeah. And it's not.
It's just not clicking with Arsenal, and they'll play Atletico Madrid in the semifinal.
Yeah.
So they better figure it out fast.
Yeah.
Very fast.
And they might not, but I will say it will be very interesting if Griezmann gets to if him and Atletico Madrid get to the final on his last year. That'd be quite interesting if he actually won it on his way out.
Yeah.
Because I was always hoping he would get a La Liga title, and it never happened. So,
interesting.
Yeah.
Who you got in these semifinals?
I still think PSG is a favorite. As good as Bayern is, I think
PSG so good.
I know. Yeah, I think they'll. Good. And it might be tighter than PSG fans would like, but I think PSG will beat Bayern in the two legs. And
who you got in the other?
Man, honestly, I definitely got to go with Atletico.
Yeah.
Like I kind of hope Arsenal turn it around, because that way you'll have at least one strong Premier League team. But the way it's looking, man, Atletico's looking pretty good against whoever they play. So we'll see.
Like I said, they just got Barcelona out. Even though a lot of fans saying the refs help, but they ain't us. Are we gonna give it to Atletico Madrid? I am in a way. I don't know about him. I am.
Man, but I will say though, like it'll be interesting to see, because depending on how they perform going into Champions League final, if PSG get past Bayern, right?
Yeah.
I could see there being another beatdown, like it was this past Champions League season, because they destroyed Inter 5-0, and not to say that the same type of score would happen.
Yeah.
But I could see them being just heads and tails above the competition.
With the Champions League, there's two legs here too, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, and then the last game is gonna be a game.
Yeah, just one final match.
Okay, so we'll see, man. But we got PSG, Atletico. So that's what I got. Watch Arsenal come out like gangbusters. Oh, all right. And before we leave, we're gonna talk about Champions Cup. We're gonna go over some results. Nashville defeated Club America 1-0. Cruz Azul and Tigres UANL tied up 1-1. Toluca defeated LA Galaxy 4-2. And Tigres UANL defeated Seattle Sounders 2-0. So we're getting to the second legs. That was the first leg I just said. The second legs, they're actually gonna be today and I think tomorrow. I'm not sure. I want to say tonight and tomorrow. But
real quick.
Yeah. I don't want to give y'all no false info. I know 2 games on tonight. I know that for a fact.
So, yes, LA Galaxy and Toluca play tonight. And
hold on, did they already play?
So yeah, so Tigres and Seattle played tonight, and I think it was yesterday. Yeah, so yesterday.
Okay.
So the first leg, it was 0-0 between Nashville and Club America, and then Nashville won 1-0 yesterday, April 14th. And then LA Galaxy, or LAFC, tied 1-1 in the second leg, and that they won 3-0 the week before. So they won 4-1 on aggregate.
Cool.
So you are looking at possibly an All-American final if Nashville and LAFC meet up. But like I said, it's still no second leg. Seattle could come back on Tigres, and Galaxy could come back on Toluca. So we'll see.
We'll see. We will see, ladies and gentlemen. But That has been the show. We appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. This is great, man. Soccer in the air. NBA playoffs is in the air. World Cup coming up.
Great time.
Great times. Great time to be here. But we appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. And if you want to see us talk about anything else, let us know.
Mhm.
All right. But we appreciate it. As always, I am CL Cool.
JH.
We're out.